Okay, I've been requested to do a video about the royal family, so I'm going to do that. And I just want to acknowledge that I was sent a bunch of great commentators on both pro Meghan Markle and anti Meghan Markle, so I could hear all the gossip. And actually, I now know where Enty's getting some information for some of his blinds in regards to Meghan Markle, which is so cool. I love when I stumble upon somebody leads me to the water that everyone's drinking from. So very exciting. All right, so I'm going to dump some of this tea here. I think it's good enough. So here we go. So on October 20th, the Queen actually ended up going to the hospital. She's 95 years old. And at first they tried to suppress the information. She had to cancel a very important trip to Northern Ireland that she does every year, and it was very unusual that she canceled this trip. So everyone knew something was up, obviously, given her age too. And so unfortunately it comes to, everyone finds out that she goes to the hospital and she sees a specialist, and she ends up going home after she didn't stay. But it makes everyone question whether they're getting the truth about what's going on with the Queen's health. It's not unusual for people, even queens, when they lose their husband that they've been with for almost their whole life, to have a situation where they might get a little down. And, obviously the impact of that kind of being down could influence your health. It does affect your immunity. So hopefully this is just some passing thing and not something more serious. The good news is my grandma lived to 103. Okay, so the Queen could have another 8 or 9 years in her, and I hope so, because I'm a big Queen fan. Okay, I love the crown. I love her. I think she's amazing lady, and what she's weathered has been pretty phenomenal. And it's really hard to be neutral in that environment. I don't know how she's managed to do it. It's pretty awesome stuff. Now that brings us to Meghan Markle, and I wanted to give you guys some info and some intel on that. So there were rumors that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, or ex-Prince Harry, whatever he is now, were supposed to go to the palace for Christmas this year and visit the Queen with their new baby. And I just don't know, if they miss it based on this, it's pretty crazy to me. I mean, really, no matter how awkward you are and tone deaf you are, you should go visit the Queen if she's not feeling well, period. The end. I have no further comment on that. Pack your bags and get going, kids, and let her see her grandchildren. The big question on everyone's mind is, when is Buckingham Palace going to release the results of the bullying accusations that were made against Meghan Markle? So in other words, Meghan Markle, a bunch of staff said she bullied them and complained. And I guess Buckingham Palace is like a corporation, and they have probably an HR department or something, and they're doing a big investigation on whether these accusations are correct and Meghan Markle actually bullied the staff. Now, it was reported in the U.S. that 2 of the people who had filed complaints actually rescinded those complaints that they made against Meghan Markle because they didn't know they were going to be reported on, and they didn't like the public scrutiny, I guess, that they were getting. So they rescinded their complaints, revoked, okay? But they still continued the investigation. So yeah, dying for the results here, Buckingham Palace. I wonder if Buckingham Palace has started investigating Prince Andrew in regards to the civil litigation that's been brought against him, for sleeping with an underage girl, and his obviously ties to Epstein. I think that it would be a good idea for them to investigate it, or it does seem hypocritical to what's happening with Meghan Markle. But I also think it's a good idea for them to investigate it now, because if the Queen passes, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Prince William. I didn't mean Prince William, I meant Prince Charles. I skipped Prince Charles. That was shady. Shady Dana. Now, it turns out that Meghan Markle hired a publicist, which I've found out some things about, called Sunshine Sachs. Now, Sunshine Sachs is a publicity company that I guess has some interesting reputational issues in regards to their tactics that they use. And recently, a bunch of anti-Meghan Markle influencers on YouTube and social media have purportedly alleged that they have been targeted, and that Sunshine Sachs has paid other pro-Meghan Markle influencers and pro-Prince Harry influencers to go out and report these anti-Meghan Markle influencers' accounts and try to get them shut down so they can't share their opinions. And so Sunshine Sachs has been like manipulating. So Wally Yankee showed all of these screenshots showing all of these different pro-Meghan Markle social media influencers saying things like on Twitter to each other, saying things like, we didn't get paid for October, what's going on with our payment? And some people saying, but we're getting a Christmas bonus of $1,000. Anyway, you got to go see her video. I'll put it in the link below so you guys could take a look at it for yourself. It's hard to understand, if you don't know the backstory. So hopefully this is enough to give you that you understand what she's talking about when you watch the video, if you want to see her receipts. And so, it would appear that Meghan Markle's publicity camp is paying people to promote her image online as if it's organic. Now, I'm going to share one. Now, it's alleged that Sunshine Sachs has Leonardo DiCaprio, Natalie Portman, Bette Midler, Barbara Streisand, Jennifer Lopez, and Michael Jackson's family as clients, and they specialize in crisis management. And they even worked on Justin Timberlake's scandal with Janet Jackson when her boob popped out during the Super Bowl. I got that from Your Tango, by the way. I couldn't find anything else really on them. They are quite mysterious. So Your Tango actually said that in 2015, Sunshine Sachs was caught altering Wikipedia pages of their clients and removing things that they didn't like negative information or things that weren't positioning their clients in the way that they wanted. Now, Wikipedia is supposed to be like an encyclopedia. It's not really supposed to be something that you can edit from the perspective of, making someone look better. However, that said, maybe there was some false information on the Wikipedia page that they removed. And so that also, or updated. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what they changed. So, but I would love to know. So if you guys find it, send it to me. So Calais Thomas Morgan she's a woman, and she was the head publicist in the LA office for Sunshine Sachs. She's now allegedly the publicist personally for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, and is building the publicity around their charity organization that they're trying to put together right now. But what's interesting about Calais Thomas Morgan is it's alleged that she worked for Miramax for 5 years. And she worked from 1997 to 2002. And she also helped the damage control PR around Harvey Weinstein when a 22-year-old model said that he had sexually assaulted her. And so she handled the PR, this Calais girl, around these allegations made against Harvey Weinstein. I wonder what she knew about Harvey Weinstein. Did he show her any of his dark side that he showed most of Hollywood? I would imagine it would be very difficult to do his publicity, just knowing his persona. I did have a few encounters with him, as you guys know. Not sexually, just to set the record straight, but on a business front, because I was around setting up meetings for him to purchase films. So, wow, I don't know. Scandal. Something's weird about that. Why does Meghan Markle have her as a publicist, knowing that tie to Miramax and Harvey Weinstein? It's just really strange to me, given her her brand, it seems like she's trying to really, you know, be pro woman and pro, I don't know, like, yeah, pro-woman. There's no other way to say it. That's what she's trying to do. So I don't know. Feel free to comment below about your thoughts on Meghan Markle and, you know, the allegations of all this sort of like manipulation of the public opinion of her. I mean, that's really at the basis of some of the blinds that Crazy Days and Nights, you know, does. Now these influencers are coming out with some receipts. You know, what have you heard? Do you believe it? What do you think? And that's it. I love it. Let's do this. Let's look into this. Let's get royal. Subscribe if you like this video. And if you don't, go complain on someone else's feed and pretend it's them. Okay.